Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mitchell Som, and I'm here today with the Duplessis family from South Africa, and they are BDV Solutions clients, and they are here in Greenville, South Carolina, living here now with their green cards, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
And so they were willing to talk about their experience with BDV Solutions. I'm going to ask them some questions, and we're just going to talk about it. So first of all, how did y'all find out about BDV Solutions?
It was about 2 years, a little bit more than 2 years. There was a lady, because we were working for a company, the Fault is a children's home, and we have a lot of volunteers from the US. So there was a lady here that came to visit us, and she mentioned BDV Solutions, and we really wanted to leave South Africa, and we didn't know how, because it's impossible to go to the US. And then that's how we heard about BDV, and we started contacting them and started the process.
And so since y'all had like a personal connection with someone who referred you to BDV, you were obviously more comfortable than just stumbling across BDV on the internet.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and because obviously it's a big commitment. It's a program that is life-changing for you. You move your entire family to the United States. So I guess the decision was a little bit easier for y'all to get started in terms of that.
I agree.
Yeah.
It made it easier to know someone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the fact that you go online and you look for companies that will help you, and now you find a company that you know is legit. It's a different story, and then you know the money that you put in is worth it.
Right, definitely. So, like in the beginning of the process, were y'all skeptical at all? Like, did y'all have some skepticism or? Like,
No. Actually, we were not skeptical about anything, because we knew the lady, and I actually came over about 4 months after that. I came to the US and actually visited the office. So to me it was not a big deal, but the fact that you move from one country to the other and leaving everything behind, that is the different part. That is difficult.
Definitely. And y'all are consular processing, so y'all know a lot of our clients are adjustment of status, so they're already here, they're already like assimilated to the life in the United States. And so for someone doing consular processing, moving with your entire family, it's like hard, and it's a big transition that you have to make in your life. So your process, if I can remember correctly, went relatively smooth, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we started with a labor certification. I think it was about 6 months along the line, 4 months actually, and then we went through an audit. The I-140 was 8 days, and then we waited another, I think, 7 months. So all in all, it was about 17 months before we actually arrived in the US.
17 months, that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
For consular processing, this is very fast.
Yeah.
So
good.
Yeah, y'all are lucky, very lucky people. And so you got the labor cert in 4 months, you got the I-140 in 8 days, and then 7 months later you had your interview. How was the interview? You don't have to go too deep into it, but how did the interview go?
Well, I mean, we were stressed out. I phoned Chris about Argo, and he helped me a lot. I have to say that was like calmed us a lot after the interview. When we went for the interview, we were there for about 5 minutes. So they took all the papers. I was in front of the lady, and she started asking questions. And I think it was 4 or 5 questions, and that was about it. And just after that, she was like, "Congratulations!" And we went off, and 3 days later, we received our passports with our visas.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
Yeah, it was.
But scary, because then it's final,
Right.
You can back now.
So were y'all like shocked that
Yeah.
the interview was so short
Oh, yeah,
to the
definitely.
point?
I mean, before that, you actually go through all the reviews and how people go through this, and they take a long time, and it was stress, and some people don't even get the answers straight ahead. So yeah, it's a stressful time, but after that, it was we were blessed
Yeah,
to
yeah.
have a short time now.
Sounds like she made y'all like feel comfortable in the interview,
Yeah.
and it's definitely some people don't experience that, and
Yeah.
and that's why there is a lot of luck involved in this process, because you're dealing with individual people that are
Yeah.
that are adjudicating your visa, and so it really just, it's like flipping a coin who you're gonna get. So y'all definitely got lucky, and then y'all arrived here in February of 2020.
No, it was November
2019.
28, 29, yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
November 2019.
So y'all just got here before the coronavirus happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, well, that's good and bad, I guess. A little bittersweet there. And
Yeah.
and so you were the main applicant, right?
Yes.
And you are currently working now.
Yeah, I'm working in the janitorial company in Spartanburg.
Okay.
I'm left with about 2-3 months.
Okay. And
Uh,
how is the job? Is it hard?
Well, there's days. I mean, some days it's very hard. Other days it's a little bit easier.
Okay.
But all in all, I would say it's a give or take. I mean, it's not easy to do whatever we do, but I do it, and I know it's for my family. And if you see the bigger picture, it's you just do it.
Definitely.
You just do it, yeah.
And Retta, you also have a job, right?
Yes, I do.
And Megan, you also have a job now as well,
Yes, I
right?
do.
Yeah. So you're the spouse of the main applicant, and
Yes.
you came here, and y'all got settled, and then you got a job. So
Yes.
I guess that definitely helps
Oh,
the
yeah,
family
definitely.
in terms of the finances, being
Yeah.
able to support. You have both, and even your daughter
Yes.
has a job, so that's when she can support herself. That's
It helps a
amazing,
lot.
right?
I would really motivate people to not only come and think of it as a one-man show.
Right.
This is a teamwork.
Absolutely.
Because it is tough in the beginning, but as soon as I found my job, it got a whole bunch easier for us.
Yeah, definitely. And you had mentioned to me when y'all first got here that y'all had put a lot of money into this process, and it was a struggle for y'all to get through it. And when y'all came here, y'all were really lucky to have a support system that helped y'all. But can you talk to me a little bit about the stress of going through this process, like with finances and trying to support your family?
Yeah. Well, some people will ask me, so Philip, how did you do this? And my answer will be simple. I don't know. I really don't know. It took us a while just to. I mean, I sold chickens. I sold cookies. I did everything in my power because I know that this is a better future for me and my family. So, in the beginning, it was very tough. And the question, and I will also always answer someone: if you have time and you have money, just do this. And for us, it was in the beginning it was tough, giving money, and we sold everything. We left like everything in South Africa. There was nothing left. We can't go back to something. And we arrived in the US with $2,000 in our pockets. So for us, it was really tough, financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally, leaving our families and friends behind. But I would say after about 6 months, everything turned around. Your head is spinning around. The kids are great at school. They're doing great at school. So yeah, after a certain period of time, we're good.
And so y'all feel like assimilated, and every life in the United States feels more normal now after spending some time here.
We can finally say we can call it home.
Yeah, definitely.
It took a while. I mean, if we're talking home, we're talking about home. It will also always be South Africa.
Yeah.
But now this is home.
Yeah.
It took some time, but we're home now.
Yeah, exactly.
We obviously have a lot of support in the US. A lot of volunteers that went to South Africa, but after a weekend like last week at Athens, we're going home.
Right.
We're not going to South Africa. We're going home. Greenville. We're going to our home.
Yeah.
Right.
And
right.
that was very nice to just to say it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So David, you started school this week also?
Yeah.
And how is it for you?
Just medium.
Is it what you expect? I mean, obviously, coronavirus. No one expected school to be this way,
Yeah.
and maybe you were excited to meet new friends and that kind of thing. And I know you're only going to school 1 day a week. So, but are you excited about school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. And what about you, Megan? How old are you, Megan?
14.
14. Are
Yeah.
you in high school or?
No, I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah, I got help back here.
Okay. And how's school for you so far?
So far, so good. I like school, and I met all my teachers on Monday when we went back to school. They're all very nice. So when I met them, it's like it's a big relief. So yeah.
I've been in South Carolina my entire life. I've literally never left South Carolina. I was born here. I went to college here, and I live here in Greenville. I never expected to be that type of person that would stay in one place. But I can't imagine being y'all, moving across the entire world to a new place. Because I never had to move schools. I always went to elementary, middle, high school with all the same friends. And so I never had to experience like a move, but I can't imagine having to experience it across country move, and having to assimilate in a new culture, new country, and meeting people. So that's cool. But are you excited for the rest of the school year?
Honestly, yeah, but I'm a little bit stressed out too because all this schoolwork is on the computer.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a little bit hard, but I'll get through it.
Definitely.
And like, it's also different because actually it doesn't matter if you're coronavirus or not. All your schoolwork is on books.
Right.
To come in here and everything's online, that's also a big adjustment.
Yeah, definitely. And so wow, y'all have a really great story. It's an incredible story. I recently learned, and really through y'all, that there's a lot of South Africans that are interested in leaving South Africa, which is unfortunate. But I have definitely noticed more South Africans joining the Facebook group. So I think it would be good for not only the South Africans, but for everyone to hear y'all's story. It's a great, great story, and hearing like y'all going through all this, and finally being able to be here in College Place Japan, it's really, really amazing. Thank y'all for being able to share this story.
Yeah.
And we hope that y'all were happy and pleased with the services that we provided y'all.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So from our side, we just want to say thank you to BDV. I mean, without BDV and all the support from everyone here, I mean, from John Cooper, yourself, Chris, Britt, I mean, it was just a blessing from the beginning. There were no hassles. If we asked a question, everything was answered directly and very fast. So, yeah, we didn't have one day where we think it's not going to happen. It's just a matter of time, patience. Patience, I would say, was the biggest virtue here. And then obviously the money that you had to pay, but it's something that you know when you pay something, money like that, it's an asset. It's something that you work for the rest of your life. So and that's where it's easier. Definitely, yeah. And so thank you. Will y'all go back to South Africa at some point? Yeah, Or visit
family. Yeah, to visit family. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, we'll
Because
visit.
I know there's a lot of South Africa has like a lot of like good like candies and like
I got it.
stuff like that.
Both of them.
Yeah. Y'all can bring something back whenever you come back. All right. Well, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it, and see y'all later.
Thank you.